It wasn't one of those things where it was just kind of like, I don't really like it. No, it was terrible. Do you ever watch new makeup and beauty product reviews and wonder what happens to those products after they land in the creator's Alex drawers? Do they ever get used again? Do they become part of the creator's secret daily routine that they don't show on camera? Watching Empties videos can give you key insights into the products that your favorite creators love so much that they use them up. And so today, I have a huge bucket of empties that I'm going to go through and let you know what I thought of them. First up, body care, and the usual disclaimer that I do with this is we have crazy hard water, and so the bottles that come out of my shower have a lot of buildup on them. I don't clean my trash to show it to you. So the first product is this Suave Essentials Sweet Vanilla Silk Body Wash. Really liked this. For me, a body wash is pretty much price and fragrance, and Suave ticks both those boxes. It's generally moisturizing. I don't feel like it dries out my skin. I like the smell, and it gets me clean. So yes, I would buy this again. Another body wash is the Dial Renew and Refresh in the scent Spring Waters. This was just what was available in the travel section when I needed to get a travel size to go to Arizona on the trip that I took with my daughter. And when I came home, rather than putting a half-filled bottle back in a drawer to sit until the next time we travel, at which time I would probably go and buy a new one anyway, I decided to use it up. And then when we travel again, I can get a new one. So I enjoyed this just fine, probably would buy it again. Used up an Ultra Restoring Lotion. This is the Equate brand. They say compare it to Gold Bond Ultimate Healing Lotion. This works really well on my husband's hands in the wintertime. His hands get so dry and they crack on the knuckles. We also use the O'Keeffe's working hands in the wintertime, but this is a really good one that doesn't feel greasy. I also really enjoy this as a body moisturizer in the wintertime. It does a good job. Definitely would repurchase again. I have a used puff, and then this is the Nobu exfoliating cloth. These are the Korean exfoliating cloths. I keep one of these in my shower, and it's really nice. You wet it and you just kind of go over your skin, and it helps to exfoliate all of the dead, dry skin. This is great, especially in the wintertime when your skin's really dry. It's also nice to exfoliate them. Moving on to hair care. I used up a big bottle of the L'Oreal Elvive Repairing Conditioner, and I do not like conditioner in a pump bottle. I won't buy it in a pump bottle anymore because when you get to the bottom, the pump doesn't pump any more out, but there's still a lot of product left in there. So that means you have to take the pump off, turn it over, smack it into your hands. Then you've got to figure out how to get the pump back on without spilling the lip. It's a pain and I won't do it. I would much rather have a container like this that I can turn upside down and just use that way. So no more pumps in the shower for me on shampoo and conditioner. However, I love this shampoo and conditioner. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know there's always at least one, if not both, of the shampoo or conditioner in my Empties videos. I managed to use up the Suave Almond and Shea Butter Moisturizing Conditioner. I think you can tell maybe by the condition of the bottle that it's been in my shower for a really long time. I bought this one when I ran out of this and Walmart was out of it. I couldn't buy a new one, so I had to pick something. And I picked this. It was not a great pick. So when I got the one that I really love, I would use this like, I don't know, interspersed in there just to get it out. So no, I would not repurchase this again, and I don't recommend it. And then I got this African Pride Feel It Formula Peppermint, Rosemary, and Sage Strengthening Shampoo. And I got it because rosemary and peppermint are supposed to be really good for cleansing the scalp and invigorating hair growth. I really enjoyed using this. I like the smell. And I don't know that it did anything for hair growth for me, but I liked it as a shampoo. I used it maybe once every other week. It wasn't something that I used like every shampoo, but I did feel like it got my scalp really clean. And so I did enjoy it. I don't know if I'll purchase it again or not, but it was a fun experiment. A couple of leave-in conditioners that I had that I just wanted to get used up. This BioSilk Silk Therapy 17 Miracle Leave-In Conditioner. Excuse me. It was okay, but it wasn't good enough that I think that I will use it again. I'll get to the one that I used up that I've already repurchased. And if you watched an Empties video before, you know what I'm getting to. But for those of you who are new, we'll get there. I won't repurchase this one. Another travel size from our trip to Arizona. This is the Garnier Fructis Sleek and Shine Intensely Smooth Leave-In Conditioner Cream. And this is fine, but it doesn't come close to the one that I really love, which is the Not Your Mother's All Eyes on Me 10-in-1 Hair Perfector. This is a much less expensive alternative to the It's a 10. I have had both, and I think I even like this one a little bit better than the It's a 10, but it is at least comparable to it. So this is the leave-in conditioner that is always in my bathroom. Even if I decide to try something new, I'm going to have this one in there because if the new one doesn't work as well, at least I can use it in between and still have my hair feel and look the way I want it to feel and look. It just makes it soft. It's not frizzy. It just does what I want it to do. And so I've kind of just quit playing with leave-in conditioners. This is the one I like. And the 10 things it says it does are detangles, 450-degree heat protection, helps restore dry hair, controls frizz, moisturizes, adds shine, helps prevent split ends, nourishes, creates silkiness, and softens. So anyway, it does what I want it to do. I'll keep buying it. On that note, this Hask Keratin Protein 5-in-1 leave-in spray, I have finally decided to just get rid of it. There's about, I don't know, this much left, and I've tried and tried to use it up, and I just don't like it. I don't like the way it smells. I don't like the way it leaves my hair feeling, and I'm just done. I want to use the products that I like, and it's okay if I throw away this much of a leave-in conditioner that I don't like. I've honestly not been impressed with any of the Hask hair products that I've tried, so that's a brand that I probably won't try anything else from. This LU Beauty, Latin Us Beauty, I got in a Walmart beauty box, and it came with a shampoo, conditioner, and a styling cream. The shampoo and conditioner were fine. Actually, I kind of really liked them. My hair felt really soft and silky. This, I hated. It felt gummy and sticky, and my hair, I couldn't like really even comb it. It just, no. I'm telling you, it was terrible. It wasn't one of those things where it was just kind of like, I don't really like it. No, it was terrible. I would not recommend this at all. Shampoo and conditioner were okay. No. And in fact, there's still a bunch left in here, and I'm throwing it away. My hair felt awful. Have I impressed upon you enough how bad my hair felt? I hope so, because it felt awful. I know you want me to tell you what I really think. That was it. And the last hair product I have is another shampoo. This is the Being Nourish and Shine Daily Clean Shampoo. The shampoo actually was fine, but the component is terrible. As wide as this is, it's very difficult to squeeze, especially if you're over 50 and maybe your grip strength isn't what it used to be. It was really hard to get my hands around this to squeeze the product out. And so I got to a point where I had to like bend it over and then squeeze it. And when your hands are slippery, that's kind of hard to do. I don't know. I don't care if this like washed my hair for me. I wouldn't buy it again simply because of this obnoxious packaging. So anyway, I guess that's my thought on that one. On that note, shall we move on to skincare? Walmart had a sale on the ITK In the Know skincare a while back, and so I got this Tri-Acid toner and realized that I don't like this kind of delivery system. It seems really cool. You put your cotton pad on there and you pump it a couple times and then you smear it on your face. The problem is I don't use cotton pads to put on my skincare. I love to mist my toner on in a spray bottle, and I just put my serums in my hands and put it on my face that way. I feel like you waste so much product when you put it on a cotton pad, and so I just don't use them. So then I wanted to take this out of this component and put it into another dropper bottle from something else that I'd used up. And when I did that, these little guys on the back here, this little hinge, tore the crud out of my hand. It slid, it was on really tight and it slid and just sliced my finger. So again, don't like the packaging. The toner inside was fine, but I much prefer the lactic acid toner from The Ordinary. I like the packaging better, I like the price better, I like the product better. So yeah, I wouldn't buy this one again. I finally finally used up all of the eye patches in this Revolution Beauty eye patch container. I don't know how many were in here, but it's just something that I'd never think to do. And I finally challenged myself to use these more often than not when I was drying my hair. And so I would put them on. They're just the green like silicone patches that have the essence on there. And I got them used up. So yay me! Used up another of the Rokiss One Step All-in-One Cleansing Balm. This is my favorite cleansing balm. I was a die-hard Clinique Take the Day Off girl. I used to find them when they were on sale for like half off, and the price just kept going up and up and up. And so I was on a mission to find a new cleansing balm, tried a few that burned my eyes, made my eyes foggy, gloppy, whatever. This one is the one that wins. And it has gone up in price, but it also goes on sale on Amazon for like $12.99 quite often. And my friend Andy and I keep an eye out for them because it's also hers. Andy over at Andy Does Stuff. Hey, Andy. And when we find it on sale, we let the other one know, and then we stock up. And again, this is another product that I'm done testing. I like this one. I'm sticking with it. I used up an e.l.f. Holy Hydration Daily Cleanser. For me, I just want something gentle, and I really like when it has the ceramides in it. I usually have one in my shower and one by the sink. That way, regardless of where I am when I need to wash my face, I don't have to take one back and forth. And yes, it is something that I would repurchase again if I were placing an order at e.l.f. or didn't have something and I was on Amazon. I would definitely repurchase it. Also used up this e.l.f. Daily Hydration Moisturizer. I kind of think this was a free gift with a purchase at one time because I don't remember actually purchasing it, or I purchased it for my daughter and she didn't like it, so she gave it to me to finish up. I had no problem with it. I thought it was a really nice daily moisturizer. I kind of prefer the Holy Hydration Hydrogel Moisturizer. That's what I'm using right now. But if that one's not enough moisture for you, this one might be better. And I think this one is probably good, especially for me in the wintertime. I do have combo oily skin, so I don't need a ton of moisture, but in the winter I need a little bit more. Anyway, I liked it enough to use it up. A couple of eye serums. This one is the Ordinary's Multi-Peptide Eye Serum. I really liked this. I mostly use this at night because I don't want to have a lot under my eyes during the day. I just feel like the more I put under my eyes, the more the concealer or whatever else I put under there is likely to crease. And so I like to use as little as possible under my eye during the day, but I really liked this at night. On the other hand, the Ordinary's Caffeine Solution plus EGCG Serum, I didn't like this one under my eyes. Do you see how it's kind of gotten a little bit like crusty under the cap here? I feel like that happened on my eyes too. Like the product would dry and be flaky. And so, yeah, I didn't like that at all. So this one I'm actually decluttering, and there's still a lot in there. Okay, I have a product that I've changed my mind on. And for a long time, this product was in my description box under my favorites, but I have taken it off of there because I don't know that it is a favorite, and I don't know if it's just because the product category itself has fallen out of favor or if it's this one in particular. But this is the Geek and Gorgeous Sea Glow Vitamin C Serum. And at first, I loved it. But I thought at one time that this was reacting with my skin and actually turning me yellow. When I did my skincare, if I put my products in my hand, I ended up with like this bright yellow stain on the palm of my hand. And then I would end up with like bright yellow on my face, kind of like I brushed up against a flower and had pollen on my face or something like that. I did a very systematic, using only one serum at a time. And it was really weird. Nothing turned me yellow. Started combining them, and every now and then I would get a yellow palm or a yellow spot on my face. Wasn't every time, wasn't always the same combination of products. I have no idea what causes it. But that said, I feel like my skin was not responding as well to vitamin C as it used to, so I'm taking a break from it. Probably will add vitamin C back in again, just felt like I needed a break. And I might go back to this and it'd be perfectly fine, but I feel like something about it is just maybe too strong. I don't know, maybe I need a different formulation of vitamin C. So I'm gonna be looking into that a little bit. Couple of dead sponges. This is just a reminder, if you haven't changed your sponge in a month or two, might be time to pull out a new one. I have used up all of a Lip sleeping mask. This is the Caramel that I get on Amazon. You can get 3 in a package for $9.99, and I like it as well as I like the Laneige sleeping mask, and I see absolutely no reason to pay the money to purchase that one when I can get 3 of these for $9.99. And I have one more on my night table right now. When that one is about half gone, I will repurchase to make sure that I don't run out of these. I have an SPF that I used up. This is the Kiehl's Better Screen UV Serum SPF 50 plus. And I got this in a care package from my friend Cindy over at Beyond 50 Skin. I really liked this SPF. It was lightweight, it blended in well, it looked beautiful under makeup, and if it weren't so expensive, I would definitely repurchase it. But because of its price, I won't be repurchasing it. And so if you have a bigger budget for SPFs than I do, and you think you might want to try it, it was really good. So thanks, Cindy, for sending it to me. And then I have a couple of expired SPFs, and they're both from e.l.f. The Suntouchable Whoa Glow and the Suntouchable Invisible Sunscreen. There's a reason that these sunscreens expired, and it's not just because I had a lot of sunscreens. This was a nice sunscreen, and foundation and that sort of thing went on well over it. It's just too much glow for me with my oily skin. If you have dry skin, though, you might really like it. The Invisible Sunscreen is more like a silicone primer. And I like silicone primers. I like blurring. It does do some blurring. The problem is, because it's an SPF, you have to use like a 1/4 teaspoon of it in order to get the 35 SPF. And that much, I did not like the feel of it. It was just too much silicone. I don't mind that kind of velvety slip, but it felt thick and heavy on my skin. And so, yeah, for me, this is a pass. I wouldn't repurchase it. Another declutter is this e.l.f. Hemp Cannabis Sativa Dope Dreams Sleeping Mask. It breaks me out. I don't know what's in it that does it, but I can't use it because I wake up with pimples. And then I'm also decluttering this e.l.f. exfoliating scrub. There's a lot of e.l.f. skincare in here. I think this was a free gift with purchase. And the reason I'm getting rid of this one is because it's so thick that I can't squeeze it out of the tube. And it's a physical exfoliator, so it almost feels a little bit like the St. Ives apricot scrub. You know which one I'm talking about? Almost feels a little like that, but not as great. The grit in it feels smoother, so it's not like damaging your skin or whatever. But I just didn't like the experience of using it. I tried. I used about half of it, and I'm done with it. Another declutter, because it's just too old, is this Algenist Triple Algae Eye Renewal Balm. I really liked this. My friend Leanna over at Leanna Dalton sent this to me, and I used it. I thought it was really a really nice under eye. I couldn't use it every day. If I did, I would get a little bit of a bump, like right here on my under eyes. I've got one right here. I'm not sure exactly what it is that I'm using right now that's breaking me out, trying to figure that out. So I could use this for a couple of days, and then I'd have to take a few days off. It's a really nice, also very expensive under eye cream. And then this product is being decluttered. This is from Revitalash. It's the Lash and Brow Mask Ultra Reparative Treatment. And I'm thinking I got this maybe in that Ipsy that I got accidentally, like last December, that I accidentally signed up for. I don't even know. I used it once. I don't get it. I don't get the point of this product. It's a mask, I guess, and you put it on your lashes and your brows, and then you leave it there and it dries, and then you clean it off. I have a really hard time even doing like face masks and stuff. So finding time to do this when I don't even really know what the point of it is, yeah, it didn't happen. It happened once, and then it never happened again. So I'm decluttering this. Is that it? My basket's finally empty. Usually I have a few makeup items that I put at the end of my empties, but I have a lot of makeup empties, and so I'm going to put them in their own video. If you want to make sure you don't miss it, then subscribe, hit the bell, turn those notifications on, and set them to all. And while you're down there, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like for me, and that tells YouTube to send it out to more people. I'm going to put a video over there, but this time I'm going to let YouTube pick it for you, and you let me know down in the comments if it did a good job picking a video for you. I hope you have a beautiful, blessed day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.